Estamos aquí en el Hotel Meliá Sitges con Nancy Loomis, que ayer recibió el premio Woman in Fan. Bienvenida, Nancy. Welcome. How are you doing?
Pretty good.
Yes?
Pretty good. Thank you. Yeah, it's a fabulous opportunity to be in a country where this is my first time in Spain.
And how has this city welcomed you?
With open arms. It's beautiful. I feel like a princess.
Because you're a princess.
No.
Are you going to go to the beach? Are you going to swim a little bit?
I don't think I'm going to swim because unfortunately I caught a cold yesterday.
Oh no.
So I can't go in the water. But I went down there by the sailboats. It's beautiful there.
Then you'll have to come back to swim in this beach because it's
right.
quite beautiful. So yesterday you won that award. How are you feeling?
You know, it's so gratifying because I think this genre of horror films has really grown and matured, and there's so many fans, and there's so many new ways of approaching this art form within this larger art form. It's very exciting to me. So to be honored, it's a real privilege to be here and be surrounded by people who are really enthusiastic, and not just about this, they're interested in filmmaking and entertainment beyond just an ordinary fan.
And you won that award for your career as a woman in film, in horror films. Why do you think is important the role of women in this genre?
Well, that's a complicated question. At the time that we were making films like Halloween, there were very few women behind the camera. There are more now. Still, the percentage is very uneven.
Yes.
But there are more, and there are more characters for women in films that are better parts with more depth, more interesting approaches. But when I look at the kinds of characters that were going on in 1977, which is almost 50 years ago, we were still very much stuck in the women as victim, women as weak and as prey, right? In that kind of mode, and that was just accepted. Even though the characters that John created, and John Carpenter and Deborah Hill, who was one of the first women behind the camera to really move forward women behind the camera and in front of it. They created pretty cool characters within the limitations that they had, right? But it's very tricky and complicated because you want to have a commercial success. And if you want that, then you have to understand what the framework is going to be, right? It's difficult to move out of that pattern. But I think, particularly in terms of Halloween, we got pretty lucky that there were some doors, there were some cracks in this monolithic idea about what a commercially successful movie had to have in terms of women's roles, men's roles, the good guys, the bad guys,
But you think there's still a lot of work to do in that field? So there's still women still have lower characters?
Is there a female Michael Myers yet?
No. I understand. And do you think there's still a pressure on young actresses for their physical appearance?
Definitely. Yeah. But it could all be changing because AI is going to take care of all that.
Oh my God, how scary.
It is, isn't it?
Yes.
But it's here. It's absolutely part of who we are. It's going to reconfigure, recontextualize the whole art form. I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
And who knows? It may be more opportunities for ordinary people like myself to, be a presence on screen that has value. It may be that that's an opportunity because there's this whole other kind of thing going on. I'm not sure.
And yesterday, Nancy, you were talking about the importance of supporting cinema. What do you think is the situation of cinema globally right now?
Well, from my perspective, and I'm not it's in this in the center of the commercial world at all. But it seems to me that the way people receive their entertainment, it's all live stream. People want to stay home. The pandemic radicalized that idea, and big screens are closing, or they're reconfiguring themselves to be very sort of specialized. People just don't go out to the movies anymore on a Friday night, and they haven't for a long time. It may be different here in Europe.
Young people have to go to cinemas. We are trying to do that.
Good. It's wonderful. It seems to me there's just the few days I've been in Spain that there's so much activity on the streets.
Yes.
It's so easy to be out among people, communicating with people.
Yes.
And I don't feel that where I live in Los Angeles nearly as much. And I'm not sure if that's a cultural difference or it just happened that I was in Barcelona at this particular time. I don't know, but it feels great. It's so energizing.
Now we wanted to make you some fun questions, okay, Nancy?
Sure.
The first one, what is the weirdest situation you have experienced while filming? Or the funniest one?
Well, the weirdest and the funniest
Both.
that I remember is the rotten pumpkins that we had to somehow make look like they were fresh Halloween, freshly carved pumpkins, and they were rotting because we had a hard time finding them because we shot Halloween in the spring.
Oh my God.
And we drove two or three counties away into the farm country to try to find these pumpkins, and we did, but they were old and they rotted. It was away in the sun, so it was like here, smash it back together, let's make it work. And
So
we did.
it smelled bad a little.
Oh, and it was black inside with
my
all
God.
the mold. Yeah, it was gross.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so that was part of what we were doing, right?
Yes, yes, I
It was
understand.
part of like, okay, we've got this much money, we've got these many shooting days, we don't have, we can't grow these pumpkins, what are we going to do? It's a way of solving the problems.
Yes, yes. And the last one, tomorrow here is the national festivity.
Oh.
So we wanted to ask you, what is your favorite Spanish movie, actor, actress, whatever you prefer?
Oh my God.
Ah, difficult one.
Pan's Labyrinth is my favorite Spanish film so
Wow.
far. I mean, there are other, of course, but I think that movie is cinematically just superb. It's delicious. It's right on the edge of surrealism. It keeps going back and forth, and it's that ambiguity that I love about art.
Great. Yes, yes. So thank you very much,
Oh,
Nancy.
it's delightful,
It's been a
Olga.
pleasure. Thank you very much.
Likewise.
And can you give us an ole for the camera? Ole.
Olé!
Thank you very
Muchas
much.
gracias, mis amigos.